be altered. But sometimes you need to let life guide you. You never know where life can take you until you let the many opportunities that are out there come to you. I know how hard it can be to fathom breaking away from your set plan, but trust me when I tell you that things will come together in the end. It might not be as perfect as you had hoped, but it will be a life you never want to leave. Once you have found your place in society, don't forget to look back and be thankful for the people who helped you along the way. Don't be closed off. Instead, let your family and friends know how much you cherish them. They have gotten you this far and will surely provide assistance in the years to come. So love them and share your experiences with them. Though the people in your life have pushed you to leave and do bigger and better things, they surely didn't mean to say goodbye. They meant to say, go find your place. We will see you soon. I have loved high school, but I'm ready to move on, as I'm sure many of you are as well. I know you will do amazing things, so let's go get them, class of 2019. Thank you so much, and God bless.
This year, the class of 2019 has 3 valedictorians, and our first speaker is Ashlyn Mallett.
Good evening, and welcome again to the annual commencement ceremony for the graduates of Timberlake High School. It is a great pleasure of mine to speak on behalf of the class of 2019. Before I dive in, I have a few people that I would like to thank for supporting myself personally up to this moment. First, I would like to thank God for the opportunities He has given me in my life so far. Without Him, I could do nothing. Now, thank you to my mom, dad, and sister. Your love has kept me going when I feel like giving up. I will love you always. Thank you to my friends for giving me so many experiences to look back on and smile. You all will keep me young forever. Thank you to the wonderful staff that has pushed me in every way to be my best. Without the help and motivation of my teachers, I would not know what it is like to have discipline, be part of a team, or achieve my goals. Thank you to the class of 2019. Together, we became one of the best classes to compete at the school, athletically, academically, but above all, and most importantly, in homecoming lip syncs. The class of 2019 is made up of 3-peat lip sync champs. They are also the faces I had the privilege of seeing every day. However, I have to admit, some faces were better looking than others. Just kidding. Finally, thank you to Google for helping me write this speech and helping half of our class graduate. On a more serious note, I want to pinpoint one area of focus for the graduates that may come in handy in all of our unique future endeavors. This is something that I need to be reminded of when I begin the next steps of my life. The next steps for all of us will be different. Some will take small steps just to get their toes wet, while others might take huge leap forward, full send, and throw themselves into something new. But all of our steps have something in common. We have to have the courage to take the necessary steps despite how scary they might be. When I was little, I was afraid to get shots. My mom would forcibly take me from my safe home and strap me in the car, despite my repeated efforts to escape. The whole car ride, I would worry about how big the needle would be or how much it would hurt. Can't you see little baby Ashlyn sweating in the back seat? Maybe you can relate. The suspense would build the whole way to the doctor's office. Sadly, this still happens today when I have to get shots. You could ask my mom. Last year, I had to get a shot before the new school year, and I was so nervous because it had been years since I had gotten one. When I got to the doctor's office, I cracked. I very thoroughly explained the extent of my concerns to the very nice nurse, and she gave me numbing cream and even a little device they use on other scared children called the bee. It was a little device that straps to your arm with a cute little bee face smiling at you on it. You would think it would calm you down. The bee buzzes or vibrates on your arm to make it go numb. After all the hassle and struggle of the pediatrician getting me to calm down, I still felt the shot, and of course, it didn't even hurt. In fact, when it was over, I think I asked, "Is that it?" The point is that I had to be brave enough to face a scary thing for my own benefit. We all will face things in our lives that make us nervous or even scare us a little. Most of the time, these things will be more complex than just a quick shot, but possibly just as scary. College. College is worse than even shots. We will face a new environment at college with new people. We all have been wondering what it is like to jump from a small high school of only 550 people, where everyone knows pretty much everyone, to a university of over 10,000 people where you see new faces every day as you walk to class. That is scary. We will also face job interviews and internships that are out of our comfort zone. Yes, we all had to pass a senior interview in order to graduate, but that was with familiar teachers in a familiar place. Some of us will say, no, I wasn't nervous at all. However, I can almost guarantee that every heart rate picked up when they entered the room. Now imagine that interview in a new environment with new people and something new on the line. Yeah, that is scary. Other opportunities could scare us too just because of the unknown. Something people do not realize is that fear locks us up and we become blinded to the situation. We do not think clearly about the results of our situation or what outcomes can occur after the fact. Will Smith has commented on fear, and he says that some of the best things in our life are on the other side of our fear. What are the best things in our life, and what fear do we have to get over to reach them? For a lot of us, we fear choosing the right major. If we can overcome our fear and explore our options, we are bound to find something that we are passionate about. Our passion is one of the best things in our life, and it is on the other side of fear. Will Smith also says that the point of maximum danger is the point of minimal fear. Let me repeat that because maybe you didn't catch it. The point of maximum danger is the point of minimal fear. Don't tune me out just yet, this is important. Skydiving is a good example of maximum danger. Maximum danger is jumping out of an airplane and free falling to the earth. However, when you are in the air, you are having the time of your life just trying to enjoy the moment. This is because it is too late to do anything once you have become vulnerable. The same thing applies to failure. We cannot be afraid to fail because failure is how we learn. You have to be brave to face a scary thing for your own benefit. Just like shots, you have to be brave. The point of maximum danger is the point of minimal fear. In the real world, we will all face our own challenges, no doubt about it, but you have to have the courage to face them. Face the scary things because there's something better for you on the other side. Whether it is getting a shot or taking an opportunity out of your comfort zone, something great is waiting for you. To overcome your fear, you must confront it. Just like public speaking, you get better at it the more you do it, which reminds me that maybe I should have done more of it before talking in front of all of you at graduation. Remember, the point of maximum danger is the point of minimal fear. If you are still scared, maybe the situation is not as dangerous as you think. Lastly, do not be afraid to fail. Failure sets us up for success that lies in the future. All you have to do is have the courage to keep going. Have the courage to run to your fears instead of running away from them. Enjoy the rest of tonight, graduates. You deserve it. Thank you.
Our second valedictorian for the class of 2019 is Jared Nelson.
Good evening to my classmates, my teachers, and all the friends and family in the audience today. I'd like to start by taking this opportunity to thank the people who have helped me get where I am today. I'd first like to thank you guys, my classmates. Thank you for 4 years of fun and creating memories in and out of this building. I'll cherish that forever, and thank you. Next, I would like to thank my parents. Thank you for guiding me and supporting me every step of the way. Thank you for loving me and supporting me, because without that, I don't know where I'd be today. You've both taught me so much, and no amount of words I could say will tell you how thankful I am. Lastly, I would like to thank my teachers. I would like to thank you for all of your dedication and teaching me how to be responsible and manage my time. I'd like to thank you for all of your dedication and hard work to your students in this school. Everyone sitting here today has faced some kind of hardship. And if you haven't, then come talk to me, because apparently there's something I haven't figured out. However, for the majority of us, we have faced hardships. Hardships are inevitable. They come at the worst times. They can ruin our day, our week, our month, maybe even our year. In conclusion, hardships suck. However, what defines us aren't the hardships that we face, but how we overcome them. I already know at least one hardship you all have faced, and that is sitting here today in your cap and gown. You've all made it here in different ways, whether that means tackling every honors course this school has to offer, or going to school and balancing that with a job you may have, or maybe even facing your own personal hardship and still making it to school to get the grades to receive your diploma. Whatever the reason may be, graduating high school is a major accomplishment. However, the story you're going to tell your children 20 years from now isn't going to be you walking across this stage. No, rather, you're going to tell them about the mental breakdowns, the all-nighters, the injuries that ruined your season, and how you messed up that solo at the concert that you had never messed up in your life. You're also going to tell them how you passed that test with an A, how you finally made it to honor roll, how you made that game-winning shot, how you broke the school record, or how you performed perfectly at the play. You're going to tell them about the hardships you faced, what you did about it, and how you learned your lesson and came on top of this mess we all call high school. One thing some of you may or may not know about me is that this year has been the most stressful year of my life. For the person that told me senior year was going to be easy, lied to me, and I was immediately overwhelmed with everything I had to do. On top of all the schoolwork, I had countless college applications, essays, extracurricular activities, and whatever else came to my schedule. However, I somehow, some way, figured it all out. I stayed up late, I spent hours at my desk, and I sacrificed things that were fun to do things that were important. And that's how I faced my hardship. Yours could be completely different, but in the end, we all overcame and we all won. Hardships are a part of life. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. As we all leave this building today, we're all going to take our separate paths. I cannot assure you of anything except that you will face more hardships in your life. Next time you come to face a hardship, tackle it head on. Don't be afraid of it, but rather accept it and beat it. What defines us are not the challenges we face, but how we overcome these challenges. Congratulations, class of 2019, and keep overcoming.
Our third and final valedictorian is Hannah Mindenhall.
To start off, I would like to thank Timberlake High School and all of its staff members, to all of the teachers that have guided me through high school, as well as all of my junior high and elementary school teachers. I would like to especially thank Mrs. Miller. Mrs. Miller is my FCCLA advisor, cross-country coach, FCS teacher, and my counselor and friend. When battling anxiety and stress, Mrs. Miller was always there to reassure me and provide advice for my situation. She has taught me countless life lessons and helped me realize that I am capable of more than I think I am. I would like to give a quick thank you to all of my friends for always being there to support me throughout my academic and athletic endeavors, and for always making me smile. I would also like to thank the countless members of Twin Lakes Village who will probably be watching this video on Facebook this weekend. Thank you for constantly cheering me on as you have watched me grow throughout these years. Next, I would like to thank all of my family members. To my brother and sister for being amazing siblings. To my aunt and uncle for always being there for me. To my Nana and Grandpa for supporting me all the way from Arizona. To my Papa and Grandma for always being my #1 fans. And to my parents, Ryan and Elisa Mendenhall, for all of the attributes I have just listed and countless more. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I have been blessed with an unbelievable support system and I cannot express to you all my gratitude for that. Above all, I would like to thank God, to whom I would be a completely different person without. May all the glory be to him, as it is through him alone that I have been able to achieve these goals. Through my being given this title, I have also been given this platform to speak to you all today, and I would like to deliver you an important message that I think has become lost in our culture. This being the fact of what defines you and your success. Let me start by telling you that I have had goals of being valedictorian for as long as I can remember. I used to need that title to tell me that I was good enough and I had worked hard enough. It became an entrapment for me. I put school above all other areas of my life, even before family and God. It was my highest priority. I was a slave to that because I thought that that was what defined me. However, no longer am I a slave to that, because as much as I am honored to be one of your 2019 valedictorians, I don't need this title to prove my success, and I don't need this title to define who I am, because I am secure in who I am through God. The reason I'm telling you all this is because I know for certain that there are others in this room that are slaves to what they think defines them. Classmates, we are going off to college, off to the workforce, out into the world, and we need to be secure in who we are. Classmates, I want you to remember that the grades don't define you, the sports don't define you, the relationships don't define you, the appearance doesn't define you, and classmates, your past does not define you. Friends, all of these things are temporary. You can chase the titles, you can chase the clothes and makeup, you can chase the money, but these things don't last. They won't last, and these things won't sustain you. Don't let the world define your success, because it will leave you empty. If you want security in who you are, don't let the world define you. Let God define you. Thank you.
One more time, let's hear it for all our speakers tonight. They did an excellent job. We now would like to show you the class of 2019 slideshow. Do you guys want